Okay, we had an epic failure. Let's get in and see what we have here. We got down to 14 miles left with 17 miles to a charger. The way the whole situation worked out, we're 461 miles into our trip. We're now charging and we have 17% and 23 miles. What happened was we drove from the hotel to Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons would not, let's flip you around. Tim Hortons wouldn't accept any payments at all. Could not pay with my phone through Apple Pay, could not pay with credit card, could not pay with their app. We gave their customer support a call. They said there was a problem with the firmware on it because it said ABB in the corner of the screen. It didn't say my EV route. So he said he was going to push the software update through, and probably within 20 minutes the software update should go through and we would be able to charge at that point. Well, went in for coffee and donuts, and half an hour later still said the same thing as what it said before. So at that point we decided that we were going to try to go for a level 2 charger to make just a little bit of charge so we could get to the next DC fast charger. Well, we went over to the Buick dealership there in Hamilton, which is about 9 miles from where we're at. We had 22 miles left on the odometer at that point. So we went to the Buick dealership. The Buick dealership had an EV charger. It was on the side of the building right next to the gate, and there was a car parked across from it. So if we parked right there, we would have blocked up the entire entrance to their back of their parking lot. So then I went online, I started searching around. At that point we had 14 miles left, and the next charger, DC fast charger, we had 14 miles left. We had 9 miles to go to that charger. So we took off. We're on surface streets, everything's going good, and then Waze wants me to go on the freeway for 5 miles. Well, 5 miles on the freeway when you only have 14 miles left can be disastrous. So we were going along and it was counting down. About every half mile is losing a mile. So at that point, we come through some trees over the top of the hill, and we can see the lake north of, I think it's St. Clair, north of Hamilton, down below us. So I know we have a long grade going down the hill. Well, we were at 12 miles when we came over the top of that hill. We still had 7 miles to go, and at the bottom of the hill, just before we got off the freeway, we had 14 miles left. So we actually gained 2 miles coming down the hill and traveled 4 or 5 miles. So got off the freeway, came down the road. It was about 4 miles or 2 miles down to where we're at now. We're at a Scotia Bank, and we're at a level 2 or a DC fast charger. But the DC fast charger that we're at is the same network that we had a problem with at Tim Hortons. So I was really concerned about whether it's a network problem, that their network was down, or if it was something going on with that machine individually. So we pull up next to this one, and this one on the screen says unknown error. And at this point, I don't think we have enough charge on the battery at that point. We're down under 8% to go anywhere. So went through the authorization process on the machine, and good old Apple Pay went right through, and DC fast charger is charging now. So since I've been talking to you, we're already up to 39% or 30% with 39 miles. This charger charges $15 an hour, which breaks down per minute, so it's probably going to be about $7-8 to charge here. So I was looking at the trip so far, We paid 50 cents for a causeway fee in Cedar Point. Every charger up until we got to Essex Sports Complex was free. And then we paid $15 for charging at Essex, going down to Peely Point and back up to Essex. We charged again there. Charged the Ford dealership, which was free. We charged at the hotel, which was free. So this is the first charger we paid for since we were at the Essex Sports Center. So probably we're talking $15 or so to go 461 miles so far. So I'm sure I'll put this together in some sort of spreadsheet or something when we get back. Just wanted to update everybody to tell you guys what's going on. Like I said, this one was a knuckle biter, that's for sure. So with that being said, we're going to charge up here, and I believe that we can get all the way to Niagara Falls for our mandatory check-in at the falls. We're going to probably go to the Canadian side of the falls because I hear that's better than the American side of the falls for viewing. Once we go around the corner, we could always stop at the American side too. But and after that, it's level 2 chargers all the way back into Cleveland. Might be able to hit a DC fast charger as we get into Cleveland just to make it back to the house with no worries. So next update should be in about 3 hours, 4 hours, probably when we charge up again after the falls. And we'll catch you all then. All right. Ciao. See ya.